Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is 5 to the power of x times 10 to the power of x squared. This is equal to 50. So what is the value of x given that x is not equal to 0? So let's prevent a solution from here. So we have 5 to the power of x multiplied by 10 to the power of x squared. This is equal to 50. Now, this is the same thing as 5 to the power of x times 10 to the power of x squared. This is equal to 50. We can express 50 as 5 multiplied by 10. So the first step is to divide both sides by 5. So that now 5 and 5 on the right hand simplifies. So that now we have 5 to the power of x times 10 to the power of x squared divided by 5. This is equal to 10. So from here, we have that 5 to the power of x divided by 5 to, this is 5 to the power of 1. This is actually in the form of a to the power of n divided by a to the power of m, and this can be expressed as a to the power of n minus m. Applying this exponent property, then we have 5 to the power of x, subtract 1, then times 10 to the power of x squared. This is equal to 10. Now, the next step from here, let's divide both signs by 10 raised to the power of x to the power of 2. Here we have 10 raised to the power of x to the power of 2. And then we have here to simplify. Remember here 10, this is raised to the power of 1. So applying this exponent property as well, you find that we have 5 to the power of x, subtract 1. This is equal to 10 to the power of 1 minus x squared. The next step from here, to solve for x, we introduce logarithm on both sides so that we have log 5 to the power of x minus 1. This is equal to log 10 to the power of 1 minus x to the power of 2. So log 5 to the power of x minus 1 and log 10 to the power of 1 minus x squared. This is in the form of log a to the power of n, which we can express as n log a. Applying this power rule property, then here we have log 5 to the power of x minus 1 becomes x minus 1, then log 5. This is equal to, now log 10 to the power of 1 minus x squared becomes 1 minus x squared log 10. Now the next step from here, let's take 1 minus x squared log 10 on the left hand side. So that now we have x minus 1. This is log 5. Subtract, now here we have 1 minus x squared log 10. So we can express this again as x minus 1 log 5. Then plus, here we have, this is the same thing as x to the power of 2. Then subtract 1 log 10. This is equal to 0. Remember, this is equal to 0. Now here we have x minus 1 log 5 plus x squared minus 1. So this is the same thing as x squared minus 1 squared. We can express this as x minus 1 log 5. Then plus, this is the same thing as x squared minus 1 squared. Then log 10. This is equal to 0. So x squared minus 1 squared, this is the difference of two perfect squares, which can be expressed as a squared minus b squared. And this is the same thing as a plus b, then a minus b. Applying this property, then here we have x minus 1 log 5, then plus, here we have x plus 1, x minus 1 log 10, this is equal to 0. Now we have that x minus 1 and x minus 1 is common here. So we can factor out x minus 1. So that now into the parentheses we have log 5 plus we have x plus 1 log 10. This is equal to 0. So we have two parts here. The first part is x minus 1. This is equal to 0. And the second part here, we have log 5 plus x plus 1 multiplied by log 10 here. Remember, if you have log a to base a, this is the same thing as 1. So we have that log 10 is the same thing as 1. So it's x plus 1 times 1, which is x plus 1. This is equal to 0. So in this case, we have that x1 is equal to 1. x1 is equal to 1. So we can solve for the other x here. This is equal to minus 1, subtract log 5, which we can express as, that is x2, this is the same thing as minus, into the parentheses, this is 1, plus log 5. So we have two values of x here, x1 and x2. So the second step here, or the next step, is to verify. So let's verify. Now, if you recall, we entered 5 to the power of x multiplied by 10 to the power of x to the power of 2. This is supposed to give us a value of 50. So let's start with x1, which is 1. Substituting 1, this implies we have 5 to the power of 1 times 10 to the power of 1 squared, which is 1. This should give us a value of 50. So 5 times 10, this is 50, which is equal to 50. So this implies that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So now let's check x2, which is equal to minus 1 point. In this case from here, x2 is minus 1 plus log 5. So this, we can express this as x2 equal to minus 1.69897. So this is the value of x2. So in this case, we have 1.69897. So this is x2. So let's check if this x2 satisfies the equation. Now let's substitute x2, which is minus 1.69897. So we have 5 to the power of minus 1.69897 multiplied by 10 to the power of minus 1.69897. This is raised to the power of 2. This is supposed to give us a value of 50. So now 5 to the power of minus 1.69897. This is the same thing as 1 over 5 to the power of 1.69897 multiplied by, now here we have 10 raised to the power of, now minus 1.69897 raised to the power of 2. This is 10, this is 2.8865. Remember, this should give us a value of 50. So we have 1 over 5 raised to the power of 1.69897. This is the same thing as 15.4003 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 2.8865. This is the same thing as 770.0164. This should give us a value of 50. Now this implies that we have 770.0164 divided by 15.4003. This is supposed to give us a value of 50. Now, this is clearly So this is equal to 50.000. This should be equal to 50. So you can see that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this implies that x2 here satisfies the equation. So both x1 and x2 satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video and subscribe. Kindly like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.